It's Gorman in the morning with Fletcher and Ryder. Now, 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning on Minnesota's 92 KQRS. It is Friday, September the 26th. I'm very glad to be with you. And by you, I mean you. But in the meantime, I'm right next to Paul Fletcher.
Good morning. It is National Pancake Day.
Okay.
Also known as Johnny Cakes. Griddle cakes or hot cakes. It turns out these things go back over 30,000 years. Pancakes do.
Another day, like so many others, where it would never even occur to me to eat a pancake. But that's just me. Ryder?
I consider myself a hero, but I also just consider myself a human being.
Just hit
Yeah.
10,000 emails in my inbox as of this morning.
No way. 10,000?
10,000 emails, yes. I'm actually at 10,002 thanks to 2 from you, Steve.
My God, you
Yes.
are a hero.
Those aren't unread, though, right?
I read your emails.
No, I mean, I'm just saying it's not 10,000 unread emails, right? That would be a lot.
That it is a lot, yeah.
That'd be
Yes.
I'm in awe. I'm
Right?
starting the day in disbelief.
Bow down.
Man, when I thought you couldn't be any cooler, there's always another level. She's like an onion of cool. The layers go on forever. Paul Fletcher, I'm feeling Minnesota. Give me some headlines.
All right. I was going to actually up her with my Gmail total, but that's fine. We'll move on.
No.
Minneapolis has been awarded the title for the best tap water in Minnesota. So if you're ever seeking great tap water, just head to Minneapolis. They surpassed 14 other cities in a recent competition. I didn't see what those cities were, but the city...
We're number one.
Yeah.
And forget the past. It's all about the future. The city will now compete nationally, showcasing high-quality water on a larger stage. Or as Adam Sandler once said in a movie of his, some high-quality H2O.
Nice.
Yeah.
Rock on, Minneapolis.
Drink a gallon of that every frickin' day, unfiltered.
There you go.
That a girl. A teenager is in custody after apparently pulling off a sophisticated, that is in quotes, by the way, sophisticated cyber attack on the Las Vegas Strip. The alleged hack happened in 2023 and was attributed to an organized threat actor group.
Okay.
An organized threat actor group.
Like it.
That goes by names including Scattered Spider and Octo Tempest. They've got multiple names. I don't even know what's happening right now. The teen is said to have used LinkedIn to impersonate an MGM Grand employee in a call with their IT department and requested a password reset, enabling him to gain access to MGM's internal systems. About 10 minutes later, Vegas PD said the incident cost multiple casino properties hundreds of millions of dollars. Ah, shucks. And gave hackers access to internal systems. Now a male teen could end up being charged as an adult.
That sounds incredible, but when you said Octo Tempest, I immediately went back to Octo Mom, and I didn't hear a word you said after that. Remember that crazy lady that had 8 babies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Octo Mom.
I know.
Ooh, man, that was a wild time.
Giant lips.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Lip
Yeah,
injectors.
Sorry,
was
that's the off-roads of my brain that I just wish I could shut down sometimes. Now I'm picturing Octomom for the rest of the day.
I was
okay.
impressed by the underutilized LinkedIn scam.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
It is
kidding.
impressive. And I know the situation has been put to rest, but had it not been, Octo Tempest may be a good band name.
Could be a good band name.
I know
It is a good band name. You'd
we
have to
don't
have
need it
eight
anymore,
people though. Trio Tempest would have been better.
Yeah.
Judas Priest's version of Black Sabbath's War Pigs featuring vocals from Ozzy will be released today at 8 a.m., so just a couple hours from now, with all profits from streams, downloads, and physical sales going to the Glenn Tipton Parkinson's Foundation and Cure Parkinson's. Of course, Parkinson's is the disease that got Ozzy.
Excellent. Well played, everybody.
Yeah.
I heard a little bit of that. I got a little sneak peek of that track.
Oh, yeah?
The other day over in some hoity-toity corporate dude's office right across the way here.
Ah.
And I was like, hey, listen to that.
Yeah.
Sounded pretty great, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, cool. There are 5 activities that are banned on the International Space Station. Can either of you take just a guess at one of them?
No.
Hanky-panky.
Hanky-panky would certainly be on the list.
I would say Hanky Panky's number 1 on the list. That one is definitely included.
Anything involving a Bunsen burner, I got to think, is right out.
That is actually correct as well. Astronauts floating around up there are not allowed to drink alcohol. There's one.
That makes
that's
sense.
A bummer.
Carry on unapproved materials or tools. I would assume that's a Bunsen burner.
Okay.
Well, or this one too. Smoke or create any open flame.
There
so
you
there
have
it is.
See? Yeah.
Have
Edible.
sex
Okay.
Or, surprisingly, throw things. In the microgravity of the ISS, even the lightest objects can drift around, bounce off of walls, and spin into sensitive equipment. Even a casual game of catch could turn into a disaster in space.
Well, man, if I can't have sex and throw stuff, I ain't living. And I like to do them at the same time.
Yeah, I call BS on that last one. Anytime the astronauts do like a phone into a classroom or something like that, they're always throwing things to show.
Yeah,
what
they're-
they
And there's
look
crap
like.
constantly floating around.
Yeah, it's always
Yeah.
like, anybody got a pen? Here
then
comes
they
one
chuck it.
now. And they grab it out of the air.
Right. It comes floating by their face. Yeah.
I feel like I've been lied to. I'm going to sue NASA.
I think that sounds reasonable. The ice castles are returning to the Minnesota State Fairgrounds this winter, so think, ice wonderland lit by LED lights. Should be pretty outstanding.
Okay.
Construction will begin in November. I'm assuming that's hopeful. Who knows with the weather we have. Planning to be open from late December to late February. Tickets go on sale for the ice castles December 2nd. So, and again, it's at the fairgrounds. So you're talking winter with Pronto Pup.
You say ice castles, I go right back to the Robbie Benson classic from the late 70s. No? No
Nothing.
one was
Sorry.
hip to a cable
What?
classic in the 80s.
Sorry, what?
Ice castles, Robbie Benson, a legend.
Huh.
No Benson love?
No.
One-on-one? Oh my God, he was a young actor who went on to produce and direct his own movies, and he's like a billionaire now because he's behind the scenes. He's like if Dick Clark hadn't actually hosted a show but just did all of it. Anyway, ice castles, a young figure skater has an accident, she's blinded, and he tells her, you don't need to see to be a skating champion, and he gets a blind girl back on. Oh, come on.
This is like a Saturday morning feel-good movie, I'm
This
assuming?
was in theaters. This is the original rom-com tragedy, but then endurance and resilience and they fall in love. Lynn Holly Johnson, come on.
I just found it on the
Okay.
Googles.
Oh.
And you know what it looks? It looks awful.
Oh my God, man, bring the tissues.
Original
That's all I'm going to say.
rom-com.
My
So
guess
this
is it took awful to another level.
This is like when the girl is wearing the glasses and then she takes them off and is beautiful in the romantic comedy, except she goes blind.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And hey, Ryder, she's also holding a rose. So that, should tell you all you need to know. Really.
Listen, he's being hard on her. He's not letting her use it as a crutch. He's coaching her, and then when she turns around, he makes faces behind her because she's blind. I'm kidding. That didn't happen. All right, let's move on.
Winter Wonderland, ice castles,
Let's get back on the highway. Sorry, that off-ramp was just too much for me to
It's not a bad dirt
avoid.
road. A Northeast Missouri woman is answering to charges that she allegedly used cash from the BP store where she worked to play their slot machines.
No.
Okay.
Court docs say that Amber Butler admitted to Macon police that she played the convenience store's slot machines with money she took from the cash register and safe. Butler blamed the bad judgment on her gambling addiction. She also pleaded not guilty despite confessing. In all, Butler is accused of stealing $3,400.
Okay, I'm sorry. We're going back to ice castles real quick because Jeff just texted in ice castles. It was filmed in Minnesota, I guess, and he was an extra in that movie.
Yes!
Congratulations, Jeff.
I'm just glad somebody knows what the hell I'm talking about every
Yeah.
now and again.
So
Well
if
done, Jeff.
If it was done here, we're going to put it on the watch list.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, still not gonna watch it. Oh, you know what? We had 3 texts from people that know ice
Oh, I'm
castles.
sorry.
There
You
go.
have a house with 2 young girls, and you're not going to watch a story about a young girl overcoming.
Incredible challenges.
Do your kids a favor, okay?
Okay.
And by
we
the
have
way-
tons of Disney princesses
And
for
follow it up with One-on-One, Robbie Benson's ultimate apex greatest basketball movie ever.
that.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All the way with a red hot poker. Come on, man. That's a classic.
Oh my God. Can we get back to reality?
Please.
Today, Genesis is releasing the 50th anniversary super deluxe edition of their 6th album, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. Also the last with Peter Gabriel. This is to celebrate they're going to celebrate in 20 record stores around the country, hosting listening parties and giving away glossy photos of the band from that era, along with more prizes. And it appears one of the record stores on that list is in Golden Valley, Minnesota.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey now.
Hot tip. Our friends at Down in the Valley hosting a listening party 11 a.m. tomorrow. I think they've got a box set to give away, too.
Yeah, right.
Tomorrow,
on.
not today?
No, yeah, it's tomorrow, 11
okay.
a.m., Saturday.
All right. Fair enough.
People got to work, dude.
Dude, I just love the fact that, on the Genesis Instagram, you get a little shout out to Down in the Valley. It's kind of cool.
Hell yeah, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They know what's up.
The skateboard Tony Hawk used to land his unprecedented 900 in competition just sold for Any guesses?
Okay.
Tony Hawk 900 skate deck.
$900,000.
Okay.
900.
$77,000.42.
Now, the 42 cents is really close.
77000.42. That's my answer.
$1.15 million at auction.
Wow.
Rider's
Damn.
closest without going over. Rider wins. Sorry.
The last time I was on a skateboard, 6th grade, broke my left arm.
Oh, no.
And never, ever again.
It's not an easy thing.
Just one of those things.
I tried it as well. Was not good at it.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk is obviously a trailblazer in skateboarding. He landed the 900 at the X Games in San Fran, June 1999. A 900, in case you don't know, is 2.5 mid-air revolutions. I watched this live. He's just one of those relentless dudes who...
Hold on. I did that when I broke my arm. I didn't stay on the board, but I did at least 2.5 revolutions.
You got to land it
Kaylee,
for
you
it
have
to
to-
count.
Yeah,
You have to be
I was
in
rolling.
the air, on the board, and then land it to count.
Oh, no. Totally
Yeah.
different thing. I tumbleweeded right into the back of a Chevy Blazer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Fla-
Different thing entirely.
Flailing doesn't count as a 900, unfortunately.
Got it.
I watched this thing happen live because he's just this relentless competitive dude who over and over he kept falling, and this is on live TV at a competition. Just kept going, and I don't remember how many times he missed until he hit it. But when he hit it, the whole place went crazy. It was awesome.
If his name had been Tony Dove, do you think he would have been that same kind of guy? I don't think so. I think he just felt like he had a lot to live up to.
It depends on the logo. You know, he had the bird skull logo, so he looked kind of badass. He could have made it anything, and anyway.
All right, can we
Dove.
never talk about skateboarding again?
We can talk about
Can't-
real
can't
sports
mispro-
now.
Yeah,
Can't
right.
promise that.
Yeah, I like balls. I like there to be balls involved.
I like balls.
say,
I like
Hawk's a
balls
badass.
involved
like
too.
say Minnesota Vikings are in Dublin. Great story in the paper today. I'm just going to share a couple things with you.
Okay.
So the plans for a 10-day trip to Europe for an NFL team began in earnest in May. 2 semi-trailers full of equipment sent ahead of time. 2 semi-trailers
Holy moly, yeah.
filled with all the things they're going to need. The team's head performance dietitian has already been over there for a few weeks planning out the 7,000 meals they will prepare on this trip.
Wow.
It's not like a band on tour where you just find a KFC.
Yeah.
These are professional athletes and they have to have their meals prepared.
Yeah.
They send cartons of things that you don't find everywhere you want, like Gatorade and ranch dressing by the bushel.
There's no
all
ranch
that kind of stuff.
dressing?
Yeah, they just send all this crap over there.
Pallets.
I mean, and London's one thing, but Dublin's another. Dublin's definitely stepping. I mean, Dublin's fine, but Ireland generally, like, it's 1977 over there in a lot of
Yeah.
places,
Yeah.
and so they're like, man, we take nothing, leave nothing to chance. We cannot have these pampered athletes want for a thing.
Think of the shipping costs of ranch dressing alone.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, when you're watching a Baton Death March like the Minnesota Twins have been leading us through for the last few months, you think to yourself, man, what gets these guys going in the day? They just want to get the golf clubs and hit the beach. Well, no, here's a reminder. Byron Buxton last night had 2 home runs, and he stepped up to the plate for the 553rd time of the season,
Okay.
triggering some incentives. The second home run was worth $500,000.
Wow.
The 553rd at bat, another. I believe that triggered $1 million incentive, and if he finishes in the top 10 of American League MVP voting, a $3 million bonus.
Wow.
So yeah, there's
work.
still a lot to play for.
Yeah, a lot.
Nice
a
game.
lot.
Oh, and by the way, they won the series against Texas.
There
Which
you
course
go.
they did.
nobody saw coming.
Of course they did.
The Minnesota Lynx tonight play at 8:30 against Phoenix. Okay, they blew a chance to go up 2-0 the other day, and we talked about it, but I wasn't aware of just how incredible it was. The 20-point rally for Phoenix was the 3rd largest in playoff history in the league. That's one thing. The Lynx had a 16-point lead at the half, and they lost. It was their first defeat when they led by at least 16 since ever. They've never lost a game with that big of a halftime lead.
Man.
They were 61-0 up until the other night. So let's hope that they are truly pissed off and ready to go destroy the Mercury tonight.
Game on.
Shorewood!
Yes.
Sounds like a rich guy's grandson. Shorewood!
I'm baffled.
Get over here.
I'm baffled by Shorewood. Formed in 1956 to preserve its independence from the larger city of Excelsior, the area's history dates back to the last ice age.
I'm going to get a hamburger and a hot dog. You'll get nothing like it, Shorewood.
Jeez.
I'm just saying. That's what it makes me think of. I like Shorewood. It's a lovely part of the world.
It is.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Boy, I opened up a hornet's nest of
Yeah, you
Ice
did.
Castle's information. So
I
glad.
wouldn't say hornet's nest.
No,
I'd say something that we're stoked about.
A honeybee's nest.
Yes.
No, it's
There we
great.
go.
I was so happy because you guys, and I'm realizing, Robbie Benson, there's a time, like 70s, you were little kids. You weren't, watching movies on cable at midnight on sleepovers like I was.
Right.
Robbie Benson was so big, and then he just disappeared, but apparently just went on to produce a billion things, and he's a crazily successful Hollywood producer.
Okay.
But man,
A lot of connections to the movie, too.
Yeah, I drop Ice Castles, and then all of a sudden, apparently, which I didn't realize it was filmed in Minnesota.
Well, and it turns out, I think everybody in Minnesota at the time worked on this movie, apparently.
Okay, great. Awesome.
Gina texted in, my mom's cousin's husband
Nice.
did something with the music. We heard from Jeff Long, who was an extra in the movie.
Excellent.
I hear you, Steve. Ice Castles, Robbie Benson. Part of it was filmed here. We were extras in the stands at the ice rink. I mean, like, everybody was in the movie, apparently.
damn.
Scott from Stillwater said a bunch of my friends who played hockey were in the movie. I also think the Hippodrome hockey rink was used.
Nice.
Which I didn't research the Hippodrome, but if it was, it's one of the cool rinks we've got. So this one, I'm just gonna read this, and you guys can. So Ryder responded, but I'm not really sure what he means by this, but Uncle Chad from Cannon Falls says, if you have the sheet music, you can clearly see it is in the Met Center due to the green, gold, and white seats. I'm not sure how you can see the Met Center through the sheet music, but maybe it's just that magical.
I think that might be a talk to text deal.
Yeah, I think it is,
we get
too.
a lot of goofy stuff happening there.
Yeah,
But
I think that's
we'll
what it
have
is,
to
too.
do
But
Some kind
it's-
of Ice Castles watch party sometimes too.
Yeah, let's rock it.
If we can find the movie.
And there's a
Oh my
the
God,
song.
we should do that.
I can't remember. There's a song that there
Like a
was a
theme
hit.
song?
Yeah, the theme song was. You've heard it. I guarantee you. I can't even remember it, but I'm gonna find it. Yeah, that was a big one, man.
You can't guarantee that we've heard it because you were pretty sure you were shocked we didn't know what the movie was. So.
But I would put the house that the song. So
right.
I mean, I hear all the time about they did Mallrats here. They did
Yeah.
Grumpy Old Men here.
Mighty
They did
Ducks.
obviously Fargo,
Yeah.
Mighty Ducks, of course.
Yeah.
How did Ice Castles fall through the cracks?
Well,
in
you know
the
what?
ice.
We are talking about putting together a Gorman in the morning, occasional movie going experience thing. Maybe Ice Castles is the first one we do. Would people come to that?
Yeah, hell yeah, yeah, they will.
I mean, I know that Jeff Long and Gina and Uncle Chad. I know they're all going to be there.
Hold on. Melissa Manchester. It's one of her songs. All right, I'm going to Google this
Melissa
crap.
Manchester.
Yeah,
And,
trust me. It was a big one. It was a big one.
All right.
I love that we're just talking about Ice Castles. I see at no point overnight did it ever occur to me we're going to get up and talk Ice Castles tomorrow. See, that's I like flying by the seat of my pants.
Okay.
For all of Ryder's best made plans, and
I know.
here we are.
Just
Yeah.
throw them out the window. We'll see
Yeah.
if we can find that song in just a few.
Yeah, our buddy John, a frequent contributor, said, I wasn't in Ice Castles, but I was an extra in Little Big League.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yes.
lot of extras going on. What have you guys ever been an extra in a film or a TV show or anything like that?
I haven't. No.
No?
Got on the local news once. My kindergarten class adopted a camel at the Como Zoo.
Okay.
But that's all I got for you, bud.
That's fantastic.
I remember in the old before SNL there was National Lampoon made comedy albums and Bill Murray was on one and there was an interview and then I think he actually did this on an SNL skit later, but the first time he's it's like a fake game show and the host goes, "You ever been on TV?" and Bill Murray's character goes, "Yeah, one time. Well, stadium, long shot."
Nice.
Great
Nice.
answer.
Yeah.
Extra on is your IMDb updated with a role, Fletcher?
It is, actually. It's my current Instagram profile photo, just for the hell of it. I was an extra in Super Troopers 2.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I
Very
was told I
nice.
had a very Canadian face because Super Troopers 2 took part north of the border. So
Okay.
that was
Did they-
a ton of fun.
Did they film that here?
No, it was out kind of in the boonies, just outside of Boston.
Okay.
And I've just gotten to know Eric Stolhansky, the syrup guzzling rookie from Super Troopers. He's Rabbit. He's a Minnesota guy, and so me and some friends were lucky enough to get out there and had no idea we were going to be in the movie. We just wanted to go visit the set, see how a movie goes down.
Awesome,
fascinating as hell, man.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, 651-989-ROCK. Let us know what have you been an extra in. Either by design or unintentionally. I'll take anything.
Even just showing up on the news like Ryder did. That counts. Yeah.
Talking about movie extras, more specifically, have we ever been a movie extra or in any sort of TV situation? And boy, a whole lot of us have been. Mike from St. Francis is on the horn right now. Mike, what have you got for us this morning?
About 2005, I believe, they were filming North Country up in Evanston, Virginia area.
Okay.
And it was about that class action lawsuit for sexual harassment.
Mm-hmm.
And
right.
They had some big names, so everyone was pretty excited, obviously, and you'd go sign up to be an extra, and a lot of us were miners at the time, worked in iron ore mining, and we got to meet a lot of the people because they'd be out in town a lot. I know the big people like Charlize Theron, Woody, and Frances McDormand, and Sissy Spacek and all that. They stayed at Giant's Ridge in Biwabic at the resort, but they would go to local bars, and I actually played pool with them.
Oh, really?
That's fun.
Who won?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who had the best pool game?
Probably Charlize.
That a girl.
Just
I like it.
Just doing all she can to be more attractive at all times.
Yes. My buddy was pretty popular because he had a little speaking role, so he was kind of the bigwig to get us into some of these little local.
Cool kid.
Man, shooting a little stick with Charlize. There's worse ways to pass an evening up in the North Country, as they say. Thanks for the call, man. We appreciate it. When I was a kid, like 11 or 12, there's a tiny little town right near where I grew up called Elkton, Kentucky.
Sure.
And they shot a TV movie there called Lawman Without a Gun, and it starred Louis Gossett Jr. This is right after The Deep. He was an officer and a gentleman.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise. The only thing from Oklahoma, steers and queers. And he's the drill sergeant and officer and a gentleman. He had been in The Deep. Lou Gossett Jr. was a big deal, and he was the star of this made-for-TV film, a true story of, I think he was the first black sheriff ever in Alabama, was who the story goes. Mm-hmm. And so they were shooting a scene at the courthouse in this tiny little town, and my mom and my brothers and sister, we were all part of the little local community theater group, the Pennyroyal Players. And they said, hey, they need extras. And they called the theater group, and everybody immediately races over, 12 miles to the next town. Mm-hmm. And my mom got a line in the movie with Lou Gossett Jr.
Really?
And he was like, hey, good to meet you, Imelda. And she's like, oh, hello, Lou. And they're chatting and chatting. And I remember standing there, and I'm like 10 feet away, and I'm like, oh, my God, that guy was in The Deep. That's Lou Gossett Jr. He's a movie star.
Lest we forget Louis Gossett Jr. in Iron Eagle, Colonel Charles Sinclair.
Of course. And at some point I heard him say, there's no way you have 8 kids. And I was like, oh, my God, he's hitting on my mom. I think he was just being really nice, actually. But there's a photo. I don't have it. I already looked. I was like, wait, there's a picture of my mom with Lou Gossett Jr. And that was... I took that to school. Like, check it out, man. My mom and Lou Gossett Jr.
Show and tell.
Yeah. When we saw it on TV, I was in line. I was one of the people there. I didn't see myself in the movie. I didn't make the final cut.
No.
Sad to say.
Bummer.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's one of those things. They were shooting. The scene they were shooting was an election, and all the people we were all in line waiting to vote.
Okay.
And people were and the scene I remember, because this is how it used to go. A guy would walk up and hand everybody a little bottle of whiskey, like, you know who to vote for. You know who to vote for. And they were passing out hooch to get votes because, this is the South back in the day.
I got to go vote for some people in Kentucky, I guess.
Man, trust me. That's just how it works there.
Yeah,
651-989-ROCK. What's your extra story? I know we got some more. Man, the texts are just flying.
They are. You want one?
Yeah.
All right. I was an extra. Let me see. Do I have a name for this one? I don't think there is. I was an extra in Grumpy Old Men.
Wow.
A lot of the downtown scenes that were supposed to look like Wabasha were filmed in Faribault. I worked next door to a drugstore that had a couple of scenes filmed in it. Also added, yes, and Margaret was gorgeous.
Oh, I don't doubt that for 1 second.
Good to know.
She's probably one of those people you see
That was
and you're
Dean,
like,
by the way.
and
That
you're
was
like,
Dean.
oh, God, she looks better in real life. How's that possible?
Yeah.
Quick note, the show Extras, Ricky Gervais's show After the Office was just fantastic. Ran for like 3 seasons on HBO.
Okay.
Absolutely great. And I saw one was on just the other day, the Kate Winslet, they're on a movie set and she's playing a nun, but she's being very bawdy, Kate Winslet-like.
Nice.
It's a really good show.
Noted.
651-989-ROCK. What do we got?
John from White Bear Lake said he was chosen out of an auditorium full of kids. They picked roughly 20 of us. They filmed at the Met Center also. He says he still has the check
Nice.
from his time.
He
Yeah,
didn't
he does.
cash it?
It probably,
John.
I don't know. John, text us back with how much it was,
Yeah,
and we'll
seven.
we will determine how rich you are based on how big a check you sat on.
$7 if he was lucky
probably.
back in 1977.
Absolutely.
I was almost. I don't know if I say I was almost. No telling. I could have. You remember the movie Hoosiers, the basketball movie?
of
Gene
course.
Hackman.
Yes. Yeah.
I was set to audition for a part, and I just overslept and missed my ride to Louisville.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
They were like, we need white guys under 6'5" who can play basketball and can act. And I was like, well, I can definitely play basketball. I think I can fake acting. And a guy in the know like told me specifically, and he set me up, and I had to be in Louisville on a Saturday morning. It's like a 2-hour drive from where I went to college. And I had a buddy that was leaving very early. I had to be there by like 11 a.m. and he was going to leave at 7. And I was like, perfect. Oh, my God. Yeah. And just right through the alarm.
Man.
That's how close
So
I was to
close.
being a star in Hollywood.
And then we maybe wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Hell
You'd
no.
be
I'd be
hanging with Brad Pitt right now.
and talking about how cool Gene Hackman was and how we were besties. But anyway,
yeah.
I digress.
Jeff from La Crosse, Wisconsin. I was living in San Diego, and I was an extra in the movie Pearl Harbor. Got to meet Ben Affleck, Josh Hartnett, Cuba Gooding Jr., had drinks with them. And at the time, Ben Affleck was dating Gwyneth Paltrow, and he proceeded to tell us after a couple of beers that he was in Tijuana and paid for some company. I'll put it that way.
Paid for some company in
Yeah.
Tijuana.
Yeah, great experience on set for 8 days in Rosarito, Mexico.
Fair enough.
Oh, man.
Paid for some company.
Man, isn't that something?
I'll be, you know what, now that it's done, I will admit, I'm really glad that went as well as it is because I didn't pre-read that one at all.
Okay.
Yo.
I was
Okay,
winging
yeah.
that one live on the air. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm glad that one worked out.
That just spurred some weird memory. I was on tour at a gig in Charlotte, North Carolina. We played a festival, and Jack Black and Gwyneth Paltrow turned up together. They were making a movie.
Shallow Hal.
Yeah.
Shallow Hal, that was good.
Yeah, they were making a movie together.
Yeah.
And but no one talked about anything in Tijuana. I can tell you that. I mean, I'd remember that part.
Fair enough.
Give me one more.
Okay. Will was in the HBO miniseries Laurel Ave, filmed in St. Paul. He says he drove a cab to a drug deal. It was a series about urban family struggles. That's Will in Lakeville.
And
I
what was
don't
the
know
show
this
called?
one.
Laurel Ave. Never heard of it.
Huh.
But it's HBO, so it's got to be decent,
Yeah.
Man.
generally speaking.
All right. Hey, man, nice job with the cab. I appreciate
yeah.
that.
All right. And last but not least, our friend John, who started this whole thing with Little Big League, said
that's
he
right.
got paid $150 for 2 days as an extra on Little Big League.
Ooh,
Wow. And so
that
what
was
year
big
would that
money.
have been?
Late
What do you think?
Big League,
90s?
mid 80s, I think,
Wow.
or was it the 90s? It was the 90s, 94. So
94.
probably filmed in 92, 90,
Bad.
something like that.
Couple of days hanging on the set, get $150. That'll work.
Yeah.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning, Minnesota's 92 KQRS. Gorman in the morning was in St. Paul in the evening yesterday over at the Eagle Street.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody over there, man. Nice
Yeah.
spot.
Absolutely. It looks like they're off to a good start being back, Eagle Street. I
would
talked to
say
multiple
so.
people that were excited that Eagle Street was back. So that bodes well.
It's still fun to see people. Everybody was excited to get out their hockey jersey and wear it when it's 80 degrees out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But it was great.
That's so if you're heading to a wild game or a gig over at the Grand Casino Arena,
Just say the X.
Yeah, pop
Whatever.
across the street. That side patio area was fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that
The
was real
sun's
cool.
going down on the other side of the building, and the breeze, it was 80. It felt like it was 68, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Or maybe that was all the hams talking. I'm not sure, but it was really nice.
It was, absolutely. 100%.
We're gonna do some more. We got a few more opportunities to get out and shake a tree here and there. So we'll let you know as they pop up.
I think we'll be hitting up a KQ's bestest spot next.
Nice.
To be continued. But I had a blast last night talking to a whole bunch of people. Lots of really intense hockey fans. Like, we tried to upgrade them to suite tickets, and they're like, no. We're already, like, pretty much on the glass.
Nice.
And I was like, all right, then.
Talked to one couple that were in the lower bowl that were like, we've never been in the suite before. So that was cool. Because they were hardcore. They had their jerseys on. They were ready to go, but they were down to check out the KQ suite. So that was pretty sweet.
That's very cool. Why don't we help you with some life hacks?
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Come on, man. Don't knock them till you try them. And by the way, we're soliciting as well. We would be happy to receive yours. 651-989-ROCK. What are some simple things that make life better? We got a few that we've pulled together already. I'm just going to go ahead and say this, something I've done my whole life, which is put potato chips into sandwiches.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I started doing that maybe 5 or 6 years ago.
It's pretty great. I mean, it
Game
doesn't matter
on.
what kind of sandwich. I'll do it in a ham and cheese. I'll do it in a PB&J.
And it kind of doesn't even matter what chip.
A grilled cheese? Oh, forget it. Oh, no, that's true. A lot of chips apply.
Yeah.
But just a good standard potato chip. Just no flavor on it. Just like like the Lay's yellow bag, the old standard, or Utz or whatever brand. But no crinkles, no salt and pepper, just a straight up chip in a sandwich. So much better than a
man.
pile of chips on your plate for my money.
I
Go
like
ahead.
the jalapeno ones. I'll throw a jalapeno chip in a sandwich.
Will you
For
really?
sure,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
What kind of chips are you doing in the grilled cheese?
Same.
Potato
Just
chip?
exactly.
Potato
Just a
chips?
straight potato chip.
Okay.
But I will roll. I'll put the jalapeno chips. I'll put those in my chili. I will dip. I will take the big ones and dip because there's already a lot of pepper in there, so might as well get a hot chip too.
Yeah.
Just to really regret it 6 hours later.
The 9-year-old's a big fan of Doritos going into the sandwich. That's her main go-to. There's a new jalapeno dill chip out there that I've been experimenting a bit with as well.
Another good one. Well, we all know leftovers taste better than the actual meal the night before.
They've had time to marinate.
I had yesterday this exact experience, which is when you're making something and you just wait a little while. Not so much leftovers, but long story short, I'm here. Rosemary texted me. She goes, "Hey, when you coming home?" She had a bunch of stuff to do in the day. And I said, I'm going to take off in like 20 minutes. And she goes, "Can I make you anything? I'm making some breakfast." And I said, "Oh, yeah, just whatever, just something.
Yeah,
I'll be there."
just ditto.
And she, as it turned out, made me an egg burrito, like a breakfast burrito. A little ham in there, egg, cheese.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Okay." And then, of course, I said I was leaving in 20 minutes. And an hour later, she goes, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I forgot. Something came up and I was recording a bunch of stuff."
Sure.
And she's like, "Well, it's just here. It's wrapped in foil." And I was like, "Oh, sweet." And I got home, and the thing had been sitting there for 90 minutes by the time I got home, and it was the best breakfast she's ever made in her life because it all just got gooey together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes time.
the old homemade takeout action is fantastic. Just whatever you're making, cover it, let it sit for an hour. Oh, fantastic.
Anything with a red sauce, chili, lasagna, all that stuff, the next day,
Yeah.
it's just another level.
You ever freeze your grapes? It's another good one. Take
No.
whatever grapes you like, the white or the
Okay.
red or whatever. Freeze those bad boys. On a hot summer day, you could do a lot worse.
All right.
Are you just sucking on them?
Yeah,
or-
first
Okay.
they warm up pretty quick, and then you just have a super cold grape in your mouth. It's gorgeous.
I can
I
see
don't
that.
know, man. This sounds unappealing. It is hot enough that I might be able to try this still.
But you can also then use them as like sort of an ice cube. You can drop them into a
yeah,
drink, and
I
then
suppose.
at the end of the drink, whatever it is, then you've got that drink flavored grape going to crunch. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
What drink are you dropping your grapes in?
Any drink.
Okay.
Anything.
It's like it's better than an ice cube. It looks cool, and then people go, "Oh my God, what's in your drink?" And then you feel cool.
I've just, because my go-to outdoor beverage is, of course, a frosty beer, and this sounds repulsive to me.
Yeah, that's not going to probably work.
Yeah, not necessarily that, I guess.
To see what I have for weed drinks.
I've heard of people throwing Cheez-Its in soup. That seems like that's right up your alley.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, then again, you'll put Cheez-Its in damn near anything.
I'll put Cheez-Its in anything.
Oh, man. It's goldfish crackers for the win, though. Goldfish crackers and soup.
Yeah, yeah. There's not anything. Anything works with soup. Soup is my, life's blood, basically.
That's your love
I'm
language.
always looking for soup.
Your love language.
And I'll put anything in soup. I'll pour soup into a big leaf of lettuce and eat it like a lettuce wrap. I don't care.
That's
if
messy.
it's soup, I'll try it. Yeah,
messy.
sure. It's fun that way. 651-989-ROCK. What's a life hack? What's something we need to know? Let us know. 651-989-ROCK. Call in and or text. We've already discussed a few. I definitely endorse putting grapes in the freezer and just seeing what happens in your life. It's going to make it better. Speaking of cold things, too, learn this one on the road. When you're playing incredibly hot gigs and a promoter rep it actually is a thinking person and wants to impress you, what they'll do is you walk off stage and they'll hand you a towel that's been sitting in an ice bucket for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure.
Oh, the frozen, cold, wet, icy towel around your whole body will cool down.
Hell yeah.
In 9 seconds if you wrap that bad boy around your neck. Oh, nothing better.
I've done that before. Mowing the lawn, I'll come in because I just get really hot really easily. So I will do that.
Oh, definitely do that one at the fair. Stick like a bandana in an ice cooler and then just put it on your head. Yeah.
Good simple things, little things in life. Mosquito bites. You said you had one.
Oh, so I'm a mosquito strip. They just seek me out. And toothpaste on the mosquito bite. I read that.
Oh, I've heard this. Yeah.
I've read that. And
I've never heard that.
And it works. It's like you just put a dab on it like you as a kid. That sometimes they use those on pimples.
Yep.
Same thing for mosquito bites. It sometimes will get rid of the bite, but most of the time it at least takes care of the itch.
Now, are we talking about like Crest or Aim,
whatever,
or a gel or a paste,
whatever,
anything
you got
that's
around,
sold to clean your mouth?
Yep.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah.
I thought it had to be a paste. Like, not the gel was not going to work, but like it had to be, opaque, that kind of minty color. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We only have paste, so I haven't ever tried the gel, but that makes sense. I've also tried shaving them. Have you ever heard that one? Shave over a mosquito bite?
Oh, no. Ow.
No, just a shave. No, it doesn't hurt. No,
but it feels like it would.
Apple cider on mosquito bites? Seriously,
really?
I've been bitten so many times. I've tried a little bit of everything.
No, I'm not saying I don't believe you. I've just never heard it. I'm surprised I've never heard these.
Well, see if you guys have heard of this one. If you've got long enough fingernails, create an X over, indent, press an X over the mosquito bites with your fingernail.
I had a friend who would do that in junior high. She said it disperses the poison or whatever.
Yeah, that's supposedly. I've tried. So that's when you do when you don't have the other stuff around. That's a go-to.
Okay, next you're going to tell me, take a Zippo lighter and just burn the mosquito bite right off your arm.
No, that would hurt.
Bee stings, when we were kids, it would be baking soda paste. Did you ever see that?
Yeah. They suggest that for mosquitoes as well.
Really?
I just haven't used that one yet.
Yeah. My brother stepped on a bee's a nest was on the ground of some sort. Stepped on it in bare feet, walking home from the pool. And a whole billion bees jumped out from under him.
Oh,
and
man,
he
that
froze.
sucked.
He didn't move. His two friends took off running, and the bees chased them.
Oh.
And so my brother got one sting on his foot, and his two buddies had literally dozens of stings. And they came to the house, and my mom just covered them with baking soda paste.
Interesting.
And they were in a lot of pain and crying, but then she was just dabbing all over their bodies with that stuff. And I was like, huh. And then the first time I ever got stung by a bee, straight to the baking soda, whipped it up. I don't even remember if it helped, but I felt cool because I'd finally been stung by a bee.
That felt cool, huh?
Yeah,
all
absolutely. 651-989-ROCK is the number. If you want to call and or text, let us know. Paul from Buffalo is on the horn. Paul, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Paul, what do you got for us?
When I was much younger, in my 20s, I had a bee fly up under the edge of my glasses, sting me on the cheek, and someone had told me to put a copper penny on it. I put one on it right away. 5 minutes later, I didn't feel my bee sting at all.
Wow.
Really?
It really worked. I was shocked.
And to think they're getting rid of the penny.
Those
bastards in Washington. What are we going to do with their
There
bee
you
stings?
go. I agree.
Never heard that one, Paul. Thanks,
Wow.
man. Appreciate it. I see. This is what I love about this. These are things that other people are like, yeah, duh, and I'm hearing them for the first time.
Same.
What's the spoon thing with a mosquito biter? You heat up a spoon. I guess it's the same principle. I just saw this the other day. Somebody said you just get a hot spoon and put it on the bite, and it just does takes away all the itch or something.
Wow.
I guess
you burn yourself? Is that the same
No,
one
no,
as
not
the
like
Zippo lighter?
I don't think you have to turn it like on a flame, but just put it under hot water and maybe I'm making that up.
Are you sure a mosquito bite isn't a code for something else with heating up spoons?
Listen, man, look, mosquito spoon trick. Heat a metal spoon in hot water or over a stove. Press the back of the hot spoon against the mosquito bite for 10 to 20 seconds.
Wow.
The heat denatures the proteins injected by the mosquito. It reduces inflammation and itching in both your faces, you cynics, thinking I'm making stuff up.
All right. I'll see if I can
Bang.
get a mosquito bite this weekend and give it a whirl.
Yeah, fair enough.
Seek out mosquito bites.
Keep them coming. We're looking for life hacks all day. Get us through the weekend in one piece.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning, Minnesota's 92 KQRS. The bargument today, if you could be an extra or even get a line maybe get a small part in a TV show that is currently still operational, what would you choose? Ryder, what comes to mind?
I'm going for Law and Order. Any of the series, I just want to be a dead body. I ain't looking to work hard.
Yeah.
I don't need no lines. I don't want to have a good facial expression. I want the resting bitch face to just kind of work.
A very dear friend of ours was the art director, the set art whatever that's called on the original CSI.
Oh, okay.
For years. It was a huge gig. What an awesome gig she had. And I went up to the set once in like 2004, and she had to have there was a hotel room scene, and she needed artwork on the rooms, and she just had a guy take these weird pictures of me, and they made a collage.
Oh, cool.
And it was all me, and I was like, this is cool. I wasn't on the show, but my images were.
Yeah.
And it was in the background of a scene, and no one on earth could have ever you could freeze it, and you would have no idea it was me. But it was. But, of course, while I was on set being shot for this, I said, hey, any chance? She goes, no, you can't play a dead body. I go, how did you know I was going to ask? She goes, because everybody asks. And I go, why not? She goes, do you have any idea how long the waiting list to be a dead body on this show is? She goes, everybody that works on this show has at least one family member that we've given them, you're going to get to do it. And I was like, man, yeah, they had a lot of dead bodies on CSI. I mean, there's a morgue. What are you going to do? Fletcher, what show are you going to be on?
You know what? I toiled over this for a second. I got to go with, because I always want to look cool in my kids' eyes, I got to go with Stranger Things. It would just be fun to be like dressed up in all sorts of absurd makeup and be in some sort of a upside down battle scene or something like that as a monster or whatever. That'd be fun.
Monster? I clearly didn't watch much of that show. I just thought it was like kids playing Dungeons and Dragons.
No,
and
there's
like
lots of monsters. There's lots of monsters, and there's a place called the Upside Down, and and it's all creepy.
I kind of remember that.
Yeah.
Aren't they usually CGI? The upside down monsters?
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be in my world. If I'm going to pretend to be on a show, it doesn't have to be a CGI monster. I can be a real monster.
I feel like they're going to put you in 80s garb and then make you sit at a weird-looking mall if you're going to be an extra on that show.
You know, how about this? I would be fine with I'll just be work at the pretzel stand or whatever, and as long as I get like my head lopped off by a monster or something like that, that's good enough.
Work.
Yeah. All right, Steve, what you got?
I'm going Slow Horses, man, which is on Apple TV. It's I think the 5th season. It's so great. And the thing I love about it is they put up a new season like every 9 months, 8 months.
Okay.
Gary Oldman is the funniest, most foul, disgusting British spy ever. It's like it's their version of the CIA. Okay. And the Slow Horses are the guys who are not good at their job, or they've run afoul of their superiors, and they stick them all over in this offshoot. But Gary Oldman happens to be a genius, but he's just an unbelievable character. But there's a lot of scenes where you would be totally at home as an extra in the background in a pub. And I could sit there and sip a beer while Kristen Scott Thomas and Gary Oldman yell at each other. That'd be fantastic.
And as you're on your like 16th beer, you're like, we need to do another take?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be mine.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's
a
good
one. Streaming shows, you get to drink real beer.
I guarantee
probably
no
you do.
FCC
Yeah, probably.
involved.
Yeah, and it's on Apple's dime. So, I mean, there's no shortage. They have no limits. A lot of thespians out there with us today. Well, or at least a lot of extras out there today. We've been discussing the great number of people in this area who have been extras in films and TV shows.
Yeah.
Today's bargain is, what TV show currently airing would you want to be an extra in? And before that, it was just extra story after extra story. So we got a million texts here, Paul.
Yeah, Matt says he would love to be an extra in Reacher. I would like to just see in person how absurdly huge Alan Ritchson is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that show is hilarious to me, which I've watched. And just because that guy is so enormous and he moves so stiffly and he just walks around, everything about it just makes me laugh. And then I was like, wait, I saw this and I was like, wait, wasn't there a Reacher movie? And I looked back and it was Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Who's not giant.
Tiny,
No,
He's a little guy. And then I realized that at the time of the Reacher movies, the Reacher fanatics were online like, how could this be Tom Cruise? He's supposed to be 6'5" and blah, 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 blah. And of course yeah, it's like, yeah, whatever. It's Tom Cruise. He's going to get whatever he wants out of the life.
That's right.
I want to play. He could have played Magic Johnson in that HBO show about the Lakers if he just tried hard enough. Who's going to turn that guy down?
Tom Cruise can do anything.
Yeah.
Put him on a fruit box. Make him taller. Gina says, Law & Order SVU. I'd love to meet Mariska Hargitay.
I feel like she'd be fun to drink beers with.
The documentary she made about her mom is supposed to be great. Jane Mansfield. And I keep reminding myself and not watching it, but several people I know are like, oh no, you got to see it. It's incredible.
You guys want one more?
Sure.
I would love one more.
Okay. This is from a 612 number. I would like to be on Cops.
That's good.
I hope as a cop.
What you gonna do?
No, that's good. Hey, dude, it's not that tough.
Yeah,
Trust me.
I
You
think
just
you
got
can
to be
make
at the
it
right
happen.
trailer park at the right time.
That's right. Just commit something foul.
It's exactly how that works.
Everybody's got a body cam nowadays. You'd be at the very least, you'd be on YouTube.
I'm just trying to think. On The Breakfast Club, are there any scenes? But is it just the five guys and the principal and the janitor, or are there any scenes where you see other high school kids in the background?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think there's
At the very beginning, though, are they in school? No,
I
they're
think
not.
I think they just show up on the Saturday.
So the movie starts with all of the kids getting out of their parents' cars,
That's right, that's
or
right. That's
Bender just walking through the field or whatever,
Right.
and you barely even see the parents in this.
That's right.
Thing.
So
there are like 7 people in that movie.
So
Yeah.
no extras whatsoever, but at least we got a good song out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, here's your last word.
Okay.
I had something else I was going to say, but, I changed my mind. I referenced ice castles off the cuff earlier in the show, and it
learned a
turned
lot
into a
today.
whole thing.
Yeah.
A Robbie Benson film that was filmed in Minnesota. Big part of my middle school years. It was on like cable all the time. I just, watched a lot of it. And it reminded me that today, September 26th, is... you can't overstate the importance of this day on a young Steve Gorman, and I imagine other people will also appreciate this, because it was on this day in 1964 that Gilligan's Island premiered.
Oh.
And it was on this day in 1969 that the Brady Bunch premiered.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
On the same day that the Beatles released Abbey Road.
Holy
Think about
cow.
so
I mean,
my
one
in
of
a
those
nutshell,
things is very cool.
in a nutshell, my elementary school years, I got home from school and I watched Gilligan and the Brady Bunch, and then another Gilligan, and then another Brady Bunch, and then I listened to Beatles records. That was my life for several years.
That's not
so
bad.
it's a high holy day in the Gorman household.
Take out those 2 specific days, and we got a completely different Steve Gorman today.
Man, I tell you what.
Think about it.
Abbey Road, of course, the final album that they recorded as a band, featuring the song Come Together, which was the third Beatles song with the word walrus in the lyrics. Most artists don't have one. They went to the walrus well 3 times.
Jeez.
Of course, there's I Am the Walrus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Goo Goo Jube.
Yeah.
There's Glass Onion, where the line references I Am the Walrus. The lyric, I told you about the walrus and me, man. You know we're as close as can be, man. And on Come Together from Abbey Road, he got bag production. He got walrus gumboot. Yeah.
Man.
Come on, man.
Wow.
What a day. All right, listen.
Wow. Significant.
Yeah, it is significant. I mean, what am I going to do? I'm going to go home and listen to some Beatles probably. Just to celebrate.
Gorman in the morning is also Gorman on the go. Get the 92 KQRS app and stream live or catch the Gorman in the morning podcast anytime. 92 KQRS.